Hey Bears fans, things are heating up in Chicago again, and this time it's not about the quarterback. It's about one of the team's biggest stars and one of the most talked about names in football as the trade deadline creeps closer. The question that's got the entire fanbase buzzing: could the Bears really move on from one of their top offensive weapons? The rumors are real, the numbers are wild, and the emotions, they're everywhere. 10 days from the deadline, it feels like anything could happen. Make sure to hit like and subscribe so you don't miss what's coming next. The player at the center of it all, DJ Moore. The veteran wide receiver, one of Chicago's most consistent playmakers, has found himself unexpectedly linked to trade chatter ahead of the November 4 deadline. And here's where everything changes. While insiders don't believe the Bears want to trade Moore, they're reportedly listening, just in case the right offer comes along. According to The Athletic's Kevin Fishbain, if Chicago were even open to moving Moore, the asking price would likely start around a fourth-round pick. That's a surprisingly modest number for a player who's topped 1,000 yards in 4 of the past 7 seasons. But there's a reason the situation's complicated. Moore's contract, a massive 4-year, $110 million extension that runs through 2029, makes him a niche trade target. It's the kind of deal only a contender desperate for a number 1 receiver could take on. That's why teams like the Buffalo Bills have been floated as possible suitors. For Buffalo, adding Moore would give Josh Allen a true top-tier target to complement Stefon Diggs and reignite the offense for a Super Bowl push. For Chicago, the move would clear up an eye-popping $28.5 million in cap space for 2026, flexibility that could reshape the entire roster. Inside Hollis Hall, though, the decision isn't easy. Moore's been fighting through multiple injuries this year, a groin issue that landed him in the hospital, plus a nagging hip problem, but even while banged up, he's produced. Just last week, he fought his way to 43 yards in a gritty win over the Saints. He's not flashy right now, but he's still that reliable chain mover every quarterback needs. Yet with rookie Rome Odun's emergence and first-year receiver Luther Burden waiting in the wings, the Bears might be inching toward a new era in their passing game. The fanbase feels split. Some believe Moore's body language hasn't been great, that he's frustrated, disengaged, maybe even unhappy. Others say that's overblown, that he's just tired of losing and desperate for this team to finally find stability. Whatever the truth is, it's clear something's shifting in Chicago. And with cap issues looming and needs on both lines of scrimmage, the idea of turning a veteran receiver into draft capital doesn't sound quite as crazy as it used to. If a trade actually happens, it'll mark another turning point in Ryan Poles' rebuild. The Bears' general manager has shown a willingness to make bold, sometimes polarizing moves, trading away veterans for picks, taking big swings in the draft, and reshaping this roster around youth and flexibility. Moving DJ Moore would fit that pattern. It wouldn't be about giving up, it would be about building smarter. Chicago has needs everywhere: edge rusher, left tackle, depth in the secondary, and freeing up that cap space could open doors to fix those issues fast. Still, trading away a player like Moore carries weight. He was supposed to be the guy, the steady, professional leader who brought stability to a young offense. When he arrived from Carolina, fans imagined him as the long-term anchor in the receiver room, the veteran who could mentor the next generation while still dominating on Sundays. For a while, it looked like that plan was working. But football changes fast, and so do team dynamics. With Odun's breaking out and Burden developing, Chicago might be realizing that its future lies in a younger, faster, cheaper core. Of course, Moore's talent has never been in question. When healthy, he's explosive, a route technician who can separate anywhere on the field and take a screen pass 60 yards to the house. But production isn't the only factor in the modern NFL. It's about timing, fit, and cap efficiency. For a team like Buffalo or even Kansas City, a player like Moore could be the missing piece in a title run. For the Bears, he's a luxury they might not be able to afford long-term. If the Bears decide to keep him, though, that sends a different kind of message, that they still believe this roster can compete sooner rather than later. Moore's chemistry with rookie quarterback Jackson Dart has shown flashes, and with a healthy offense, there's still potential for him to be a major piece in turning things around. Cutting bait too soon could backfire if Odun's or Burden take longer to develop than expected. This week's game against the Patriots might not just be about wins and losses, it could be about decisions. Scouts, front offices, and fans will all be watching closely. Does Moore look like a player on the move or a cornerstone worth keeping? Either way, the next 10 days will define how Chicago views itself, as a team trying to claw back into the playoff race, or one that's finally ready to look ahead. So what do you think, Bears fans? Should the team trade DJ Moore and start fresh with Odun's and Burden, or keep their veteran star as part of the core? Drop your thoughts below and join the conversation. Don't forget to subscribe for daily Bears updates and breaking NFL news. Bear down, Chicago.